So what's up, man? It's JVceo and I'm back with another banger. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe, like and comment. So today we're going to talk about the best quarter to make money, which is now. So yes, you heard it right. Make sure you watch the video till the very end. I'm going to tell you the reason why this quarter is the best quarter to make money. If you've had, a slow year, if you've had losses, you can recuperate everything right now. In fact, a lot of companies recuperate their losses in the last quarter of the year, and I'll tell you why. The last quarter of the year historically helps you turn your red P&L statement green, right? So if you're running a business, if you own an online business, this is the quarter for you. In fact, even if you trade stocks, this is the quarter for you as well. Because historically speaking, again, stock trading in the last quarter of the year is very volatile. And obviously everyone knows, everyone closes for Christmas, and it's very volatile. So in a volatile market, if you know what you're doing, you make money. So now what we're going to do is run through the dates coming up in the last quarter of the year during which you can make money, and I'll give some examples and instances, starting with Halloween, for example. Halloween is coming up very soon, in about probably a week from when you watch this video, a couple of days from when you watch this video, or maybe on Halloween I might even put this video out, I'm not too sure, but there you go. So Halloween, for example, if you're selling costumes, for example, it's big money. And I think, especially bearing in mind that there's been this lockdown, everyone is roaring to go, everyone is roaring to celebrate something, because it gives us a sense of purpose, it gives us a sense of belonging. So if you're able to capitalize on Halloween, you'd make a lot of money, man. This year could be the biggest Halloween ever, bearing in mind that the clubs are not even open. But I think this year could be the biggest Halloween ever, simply because we've been starved of any fun, we've been starved of anything. So that's that. Moving on from that, you've got the US election. Now that's more on the stock market side of things. With the US election comes volatility. An example being, is it Biden? If he wins, for example, I think he's pushing towards the angle of what do you call it, a greener US. So maybe you want to start looking at EV companies, that's electric vehicles, solar companies, that sort of stuff, An example being Donald Trump, you're looking at tax cuts. So now maybe you want to start investing in specific companies that are more related, or that has more to do with that. Or you're looking at an increased defense budget, you want to start investing in some of those companies. Again, it's all about tactical investing. Make sure you do your research, because as much as you can make a lot of money in the stock market, you could also lose a lot of money in the stock market. So that's that. Moving on from that, we've got Veterans Day. So again, if you have a product that is targeted towards Veterans Day, it may be a product that maybe commemorates something, or maybe that produces a pixelated black and white image, and sometimes it's little things like that, and it just takes off and blows because people are getting it for presents and so on and so forth. So that's just that. Veterans Day is coming up on the 11th of November, and right immediately after that, we've got Diwali. I call it Diwali, even though it's Diwali. It's written as Diwali, D-I-W-A-L-I, coming up on the 14th of November. And for some of you watching this video, if you've never heard about Diwali, Diwali is the light festival. It's an Indian celebration. I'll be honest with you, I only know about it because of my very good friend, AJ, my Indian friend AJ, and mate, I've seen the numbers at Diwali at one of his restaurants, and it's mind-blowing, literally. You can literally clean up the losses you've made in 6 months, 12 months in one single, 2 days. It's a 2-day celebration. So think about how you can get involved with that as well. Potentially, maybe get involved targeting, maybe doing some sort of a Facebook ad targeting the Diwali celebrators and targeting them with a particular product. It may be buying things wholesale from, or pre-planning from now, buy certain things wholesale from the restaurants. Like, imagine I go to my friend AJ and I'm like, look, I know you sell these sweets on Diwali for £10, right? This is what I'm going to do. Just so you know that you already have money coming in this year. I'm going to pre-order and I'll buy it from you at £6. Most of these places are happy to sell it, because guess what? They don't know what Diwali is going to bring because of the lockdown. So they're happy to either make a reduced profit margin early, knowing fully well, right, at least I'm making some money now, rather than gambling for Diwali. So maybe that's what it is. You buy that, at wholesale value, and you resell that. That's one way you can make money from Diwali. Another way could be maybe offering. The thing is, it's not just online businesses. It could be things like offering sanitization or sanitary services to some of these businesses. So, oh right, let me spray down your whole shop over those 2 days and blah 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 blah, and there you go. You've got another business there. You can make money from that. So it's how can you tag yourself along with what they've got going on, and how can you make that profitable for you? Moving on from that, this is more of a US based one, Thanksgiving. But what does Thanksgiving mean? It means, a lot of presents being exchanged and so on and so forth. So if you run an e-commerce business, then this is one for you. Because probably what you want to do, obviously I'm guessing you probably have worldwide shipping, then you want to target some of your marketing geared towards the US during this period, probably a week before, and you would see the fruits of it. It would benefit you massively. So that's that. For Thanksgiving, as we all know, Americans love celebrating. They celebrate with their pockets, and that's where you can stand on the other end to make sure the coins fall back into your pockets. The next two ones being Black Friday and then Cyber Monday. Jesus, oh my days. I've worked retail and I've seen the numbers. Listen, remember, I've worked retail, so I've seen the back end of things. I've seen a P&L of a company being in minus 750,000, and over those 2 days, they literally claw up that loss and they make a huge profit on top. Believe me, it's possible, right? It's possible. So what you need to start doing now, what service are you going to push? What product are you going to push? How can you stockpile it now? How can you, identify where your market is? How can you prepare to actually target that market? How are you going to place that product or that service squarely right in front of your potential customers? That's what you need to be thinking of now, because Black Friday and Cyber Monday, I think, is going to be huge. People are assuming it wouldn't be, because obviously there's been all these lockdown and this and that, and people not working and so on and so forth. But I think the other way around. I think it's going to be huge. Again, it's like letting a dog out of a cage. We're excited. We're thinking, oh mate, I'm going all out. You know what? This year has been bad. Let me treat myself. And that's where you need to be on the other end to make sure you're tapping into all of that stuff. That's just my opinion anyways. But like I said, historically, this quarter is the biggest quarter to make money. So if you've had a bad year, then make sure you're picking up on all these dates and start thinking about what businesses you could adapt. If you already have a business, how can you adapt it? You don't have to find a new business. You may already have a food business, a fitness business. How can you adapt it? How can you adapt it? An example being, let's say, for example, if you're watching this video from the US, then after Thanksgiving might be the right time to, maybe start pushing out some personal training stuff. Because, everyone's eating loads and not feeling too good about their body or being sluggish and so on and so forth. So entrepreneurship is all about adaptability. But that's that on Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Moving on from that, we've got biggest festivities of all, the lead up to Christmas, which again is more shopping. Believe it or not, a lot of shops are closing down now, so that means you have opportunities online. There's no excuses. You have opportunities online. Trust me. You just need to go out there and grab it. A lot of these stores are closing down. I'll give you an example. What's the latest place that just closed down? Can't remember. There's a Carphone. There you go. Let's use Carphone for example. Carphone has just closed down, right? So it's only PC Worlds now. So where do you go for? Obviously there's still a Carphone in PC World, but a lot of people don't know that. A lot of times people go to Carphone for cases, for phone accessories, power banks, and so on and so forth. Where do you go now? That's just an example that I'm giving you. Where is a reputable shop that you can go to for that, for the right price and so on and so forth? I know you could probably say maybe the other networks, O2, EE, but they don't really have good prices as much as Carphone does. So maybe that's an opportunity for an online company to step into that space and fill the gap in the market. And that's just an example off the top of my head. When you look around your local area, you're going to see a lot of businesses that have closed. They haven't closed because their business is no more valuable to the public. They've closed because maybe they just have a huge overhead with the shop and they can't keep it open. That's all it is. So you take that business, refine it and take it online. So that's that. Leading on from Christmas, you know, you've got Christmas itself and all the shopping and all the presents that go on in between that. How can you capitalize? Go crack your brains. Go think. What would you need? What can you sell online? Can you build a single store, Shopify store, that would, you know, provide people with this product? Can you build a service that would be beneficial to people around this period? You know, and then moving on from that, you've got Boxing Day sales, another big one. I don't need to go into much details about that. Then you've got, again, more shopping. Then you've got January sales. But let's keep it to 2020. I thought I would break down all of this so you see that there's a huge opportunity. The year might have been good. The year might have been bad. Don't worry about that. It's how you end. It's what you do in this period that really and truly matters. But hope this video helps you. Hope it gets you thinking in a particular way and in a particular fashion, right? There's a lot of opportunities in the last quarter. Just make sure you position your business the right way and go out there and make an absolute killing. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share out my videos.